Hello, hello, hello. It's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I thought that we could potentially have some fun with scraps. And oh my, do I have a box of scraps. So I just pulled a bunch up on my desk here, and I thought it would be really fun to use these up with some sketches, some card sketches. So if you have some scraps, it would be a great time to grab them and play along. So this is kind of a craft with me, if you will. So definitely whatever you're working on, just keep on working on it and we can chat. I'm going to turn on my chat, which I know that it's maybe been hard to see my chat in the replay, but I don't really know why because I have it selected, so I don't know what's going on there. Hey, Heather. Yeah, I have you for company while I work, too. Hey, April. Hi, Jamie. So yeah, I just have all these scraps and I thought it's time to use them. And a fun way to use them might be, whoops, don't want to expose somebody's address here. Whoops, don't know how that made it in there. Um, One fun way to do that would be to use some card sketches. So that's what I'm going to play with today. I have just got so much here. Now this isn't really scraps. This is from Happy Meal that someone sent me with butterflies, which is so sweet, and I just absolutely love butterflies. So yeah, and we can just chat. So that's the plan. Now, I really should set a timer for myself, but I'm thinking an hour. We'll see how much we can make in an hour. I don't know how much time you guys have, but Saturday is my one day in my craft room. I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favorite days of the week. So I definitely have an hour. Alrighty, let's just jump right in and use this lovely little bag of goodies that I got from a subscriber. So sweet. I have been using more and more of my Happy Meal lately. I don't always record it just because I like to craft just me, myself, and I, because that's how I started, right? I guess that's how we all started. Hey, Willow's Creations. I've been seeing you more and more. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so I'm just going to cut this down. Now, I'm not using a sketch for this first one, but we will jump into using some sketches. All right, I'm just going to play along here and make some things up like I love to do. Hey, Vicki. How are you? Oh, you do a crafty FaceTime with your daughter? That is so cool. You guys, my sister-in-law, who I'm making the beginner, I'm making the beginner videos for everybody, right? But like, she's the one that inspired me. Anyways, she has been sending me pictures of her makes, and I am just like so impressed. She is doing awesome, and it has nothing to do with me. She's just doing awesome all on her own. But she, you know, the thing is she's enjoying it, and this is a hobby to enjoy for sure. I absolutely love card making, obviously, and you guys do too. A crafternoon, how fun. I love that, Vicki. Yeah, so I've been wanting to like FaceTime with my sister-in-law and do craft alongs with her. I've been thinking that would be fun. Okay, I'm just kind of playing around with some layers here. I'm going to see if I can just kind of use up quite a bit of what's in this little bundle here. So I'm going to make it disappear. All right. I don't know if I can incorporate these, but we will see. I might. So you guys, okay. I have always been really a creative person. Just like I have a need to create and I love to create. And I've always been very artsy. And so my dad used to, when I was little, because I love to draw and color, he would just like give me a picture and be like, here, draw this. And so that's where I started. And then I went, I want to say it was like to a birthday party or something one time. And it was at a and oh, wait, what's that side? Hey, wait a second. I didn't know that was double-sided. So I want to say it was to like a birthday party, and I went to like a birthday party, and it was at a local ceramic shop, and I was 8, and I fell in love with ceramics, and I did ceramics at that same shop until I was like 17, and I also, in the meantime, I got into jewelry making, and oh my goodness, I used to paint with my godfather in his garage. We'd paint to Bob Ross videos, and there was another guy, and we cannot remember his name, but he had an accent. I almost want to say he was like Russian or something, but he was another painter who had a show at the time. And hey, Debbie. And so anyways, I've just always grown up doing some form of art. I just have to. Anyways, so lately I've been wanting to return to drawing a bit more. And I had seen a video about 6 months ago. It was a really short video. It was like a guy on a patio, like not fancy at all. And it was like a guy on a patio, and he was talking about how he had interviewed an artist that he really admired, like someone who inspired him and then he really liked. And he had interviewed this artist and asked him, how did you find your style? How did you, discover your style? And the guy told him, I picked one subject, and I drew that subject every day for a year. So like a cow or a cat or, just some like critter, if you will. And so he drew it every day for a year. And over the course of that year, he, in some self-discovery, found his style. So the guy who made the video, who obviously he ended up following in his mentor's footsteps, did the same thing, and he found his style. And so that he was just advising that, like, if you want to find your style in drawing and art, that would be a good way to do it. So I've been thinking, okay, what is it that, one, I don't feel overly intimidated to draw, and two, that I don't feel like would bore me to tears if I had to draw it every day for a year. Now, first of all, I know me, and I usually do really good with something for a period, and then I fall off. It's just who I am, but I don't want to. It's just who I am. So, I'm thinking butterflies. So I think what I'm going to try to do is draw a butterfly every, I don't even know if I can tell myself every day, but draw a butterfly throughout a year. Let's say that. Throughout a year, sketching butterflies, and see what kind of artistic style I discover. Now, you guys help me out. Okay, this 5x7 base is like the dirtiest card base. Like, where did this come? What has this? Did it grow legs and have an adventure that I don't know about? How in the world did it get that dirty? I don't know. All right, so what do you guys think in the chat? Should I made it an A2 size, but we don't have to keep it an A2 size. I could put it on a 5x7, and I actually kind of like, oh, thanks, Debbie. I think I like it more on a 5x7. Ooh, I got an idea. Okay, 5x7. Hey, April, thanks. Not because you agree with me, but hey, there's at least two of us, right, that like it on the 5x7. I have this well-loved stamp set that was easy to find. Oh, Debbie, you like the 5x7 too? If we keep it on 5x7, then I can like stamp on the back of the 5x7 too. I think I need to find a new base, so this one's just a little rough. All right, let me grab a new base. All right, nice and clean. Here we go. Yes, yes, Heather. I'm like, the reason I have a 5x7 handy is because I just cut a bunch of 5x7 bases. I am really loving 5x7s these days. Like, it just gives you more room to work, right? And hopefully use up that stash you got. If you make bigger cards, you'll use more of it. That's one theory anyways. All right. This one's clean. Woohoo, that's a good, nice start. So yeah, if we do this, then we could bring in some of this and kind of stamp on the background. Now I'll just have to think about a color. Actually, for whatever reason, I think I want to do brown because the center butterfly is brown. And I love this leaf. I love this stamp set. So this was a Simon Says. I don't know from when. A couple of years ago, as far as I know. And let's see here. Brown. We'll just do a classic vintage photo here. Did y'all see my video where I was talking about how last weekend I went to town cleaning my craft room, and now it's like I'm on a mission to muck it up again because it's too clean. Hey, Jamie. You're in the back row. You don't have to be in the back row. We'll just move you right up to the front. You guys, I grew up in a small town. And I have older brothers, 4 to be exact. And a couple of them are just so ornery. And so they went before me, you know, in this small town and a small school. And by the time me, the baby girl, rolled around to the same teachers and classrooms, I always had to sit in the front row. They were like, hey, aren't you so-and-so's little sister? And I'd be like, yes. And they'd be like, yeah, why don't you just go ahead and come up here and you can sit right up here by me. And I was like, I mean, I thought, you know, I remember responding a couple of times, but there's no assigned seating. Well, you know, you're special. Let's just move you up here to the front. So a lot of times I would have assigned seating just based on the orneriness of my brothers. Oh my goodness. True story. All right. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. All right. So just play, and playing. What are you guys working on right now? So Heather, I know you're working on something. What you working on? Anybody else making anything right now? Are you at your desk? All right, I like that. I think I even like it just a little bit lower like that. What do y'all think? We're gonna go for it. I refilled my glue bottle. Oh, cool, Jamie. I finished mine last night. I tell you what, I struggled. I was on the struggle bus this week with my craft roulette. And it's so embarrassing, but I usually play along every week, but I don't remember to submit every week. But I went ahead and got it turned in 11 o'clock last night. Oh, you're making prayer journals. How nice, Vicki. Vicki, have you heard of Tsunami Rose? She has the most amazing printable prayer journals, like pages, ephemera, cut aparts. It's what I've been using to craft with for my prayer journals. So what do you guys think? Our first card is done. And I didn't use a sketch. I just made it up. But you saw that package of stuff I had. Now I just have this stuff. Let's see. I don't think I want to add anything else to the front. Oh boy, look at that. Well, that's a bitty penny card. She's already made a mess. This can become a thank you card. And then we can put some of these butterflies on the inside. We just need another sheet of paper. Yeah, Tsunami Rose. Oh, you got yours from May May. May May is sweet. She's wonderful. May May is one of those that I discovered when I first started card making. But if you like printables, I'm about to get brown all over everything, so let's clean that off. You might check her out. I need to share my journal making, and mini albums don't do great on my channel. Most of my friends here are looking for cards, but I love making them and I still love sharing them, so I need to share some on here. I think this paper would go nicely here. It will cover up all my mucky mess, and I do like to decorate the inside of my cards. Okay, so y'all love May May. Have y'all heard of Kim Dixon? She is on May May's team. Kim and I have become friends here on YouTube, and I just think she's just so sweet. So I love watching her channel, and y'all might really like her too. She's a smaller channel, but I don't think she will be for long. She's really talented, really sweet. She does a great job on her videos. Her name's Kim Dixon. So definitely look her up. All right. Well, I probably should have measured that a little better. Apparently, this is still going to be a little messy. I don't think I'm going to use that piece now. I don't like that. That's okay. We'll use it somewhere else. Let's grab another piece. All right. Let's try this again. Okay. I was thinking 5, but this is obviously 7. So I need to do like 6 3/4. But of course, this paper trimmer doesn't do 6 3/4. I'm just going to make it up. That looks fine. Yep, that'll work. All right. You guys, I really need to send out Happy Mail. I need to send some cards and Happy Mail. I've got to make it like a regular routine. The last time I sat down to send out Happy Mail to you guys and the people on my Happy Mail list, I spent over 3 hours. So that now I know for the people on my list that that's about how long it takes me. So I don't know, maybe I could do an hour and a half a week, but that's even hard for me to find sometimes. I want to tuck this little guy back here, I think. So Jamie, what are you doing for your parameters this week? Oh, I'll just grab my card. This is what I made for Craft Roulette last night. So I made a little tree house with my Trinity stamps. Good for you, Jamie. That's awesome. So this is my Craft Roulette submission, and I used a Trinity Stamps Treehouse die. This is my girl under the tree. She's even being extra wild and flying a kite underneath a tree. That's risky business. So the parameters required a flap. My door is my flap. You had to crinkle, inkle, I think is what it's called, which is here in my tree. Let's see, it had to be something under the tree, and then 3 of your favorite colors. So yellow is my favorite color, and then I always like yellow and pink together, and then I had to have green because I wanted a tree and grass. So yeah, that's my Craft Roulette for this week. Heather, are you doing a Craft Roulette card this week? Yeah, it does feel like Winnie the Pooh. All right, I need to finish up this card. Oh, fun. I can't wait to see it, Jamie. Seeing everyone's submissions is definitely one of like my favorite parts of the show. In fact, it's just like my eyes are glued when it comes to the submissions. You went Christmas? Oh, that'll be fun. Hey, Kim, I was just talking about you. In a good way, I promise. I was telling everyone to go check out your channel, actually, because I just think you're wonderful. And I want more people to find you. So, what I'm working on today is scraps. I have a huge pile. And I'm gonna start using sketches to use up some of my scraps. I just finished my first card, which was not a sketch. This was just me making some stuff up on the fly. And now I have definitely some scraps and some sketches. So let me show you guys the sketches that I picked out. So I did a little preliminary thought here and picked out some sketches that I thought would be cool. And basically, so this is a close to my heart, Make It From Your Heart, volume 4 is the one that I'm working from. I saw this on Crafty Mama Diaries and I just wanted one. I think it's so cool. First of all, I have been doing more memory keeping, and some of them have like scrapbook layouts, and it's really cool. If you're not in scrapbooking, I get it. I'm not going to talk about this for long, but like 5 photos, you know, you can pick how many photos you want on a spread and then look at spreads based on the number of photos you want to include, which I think is really cool. And because I haven't scrapbooked in like 15 years, it's nice to have just some ideas. But they have card making ones too. So this volume 4 is cards. And what they do is here's all the card layouts. Now you can get sketches for days. You don't have to purchase something like this, but I like it and I wanted to purchase it, so I went for it. But what's cool about the close to my heart sketches, let's go to the ones that I selected for today. Now this one's pretty detailed. Let's see, this is the first one. This is the first one. Okay. So what's cool about this is that that I don't see a lot of others doing, let me get a pointer tool, is that these lines here, I don't follow them, but they're very cool. Um, they show you how to space things out. So these aren't actually cut lines here. Let me move my yellow Post-it. These are actually spatial lines. So what they're telling you is this A piece right here should be 1/2 inch from this side and 1/2 inch from the top. Isn't that cool? And like this D, which is your last one that you put on, should be 1 3/8 down from the top. And so it gives you, like, if you're just beginning at card making or something, I think the sketches are really brilliant because they actually give you the total like guide for lining things up. So I really like that about it, especially like I said for beginners. I don't go that far, but y'all know I like my layers. Now usually I don't use sketches all that often. I just do stuff like this, and you know I've got lots of layers here. This is how I prefer to craft. But I thought since I had this book and I have a bunch of sketches or scraps that the two could go together pretty well. So I picked a couple in advance. I picked this one because it had lots of layers and they're bigger layers. So I have a lot of scraps and a lot of bigger scraps. So a lot of these are like 4.5 by 3 1/4, 2.5 by 4 1/4, 4 by 2 1/4, and 5.5 by 1 1/2. So these are going to use up some good sized scraps. So I thought we'd start here. The next sketch I also liked just because it has layers. And then the last sketch that I picked, if we have time, I picked one that would just use teeny tiny strips because I think that's also a good thing. Like we get down after, hey Pam, after we work with things, you know, we get down to where we just literally have scraps. So I went for big first. We'll knock out some of these big scraps of paper and then we can move to like a medium sized paper and then small thin strips. Okay, so this first one, I'm just gonna follow along here. So when I'm deciding and picking my paper, I am gonna be thoughtful about how I want it to layer up. So I think the background A piece would look good with like a smaller print. Oh, Pam, I really appreciate that. You're so sweet. So yeah, I am going to use this for my A piece. Let's see, the B piece goes like that. Oh, this will be good for my B piece. Is it tall enough? Yeah, it should be. Just because these run vertical and this B piece is going to run vertical. So yeah, we'll use that. Let's see. I know I have more of this Christmas paper somewhere. Let's see, C. Let's use this for C. So we've got A, B, C, and then we'll use this for D. All right, I've got a plan. Let's cut. Part of why I don't use sketches or anything is because I have a hard time following the rules. The last time I got this book out, I did not cut correctly. All right, 4.5 by 3 1/4. All right. Am I doing this the right way? Okay, this is 4.5. So it looks like I'm going to get to make maybe 2 of these cards because I could get 2 of those strips from that scrap. All right, moving on to B now. B is 2.5 by 4 1/4. So let's chop this down to 4 1/4 and then do 2.5. I'm just gonna have enough for one of those if I follow the rules. If I don't follow the rules, I'll have enough for 2 cards. All right, this is C. C needs to be 4 by 2 1/4. So there we go. So guys, hey, I'm gonna be on Debbie J's channel live on Tuesday. I should tell you guys that. I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna have a good time. We are gonna use tailor-made cards for you digital kit, and we're gonna make tag mini albums. I think we're gonna have a good time. I really like Debbie. So I will, it's gonna be live on her channel. So that's Debbie J's Crafting Corner here on YouTube. All right. So this is my D, 5 1/2 by 1 1/2. I'm gonna go 1 1/2 first. And then I'm going to cut it down to 5 1/2. All right, we need 2 of those. Oh yeah, time. That's important. I think it's going to be at 4:30. It's usually 4:30 my time. That's Central Standard Time. So yeah, 4:30 Central Standard Time. It's usually an hour-long show. And she and I are both going to play like with the same kit. But I'm sure our tag books will turn out differently. And what's cool is if you watch and chat, like even if you just say hello and then you, at the end, depending on who's on and if they're giving away the projects, which we will be giving away the projects, you can win the projects we make. Hey, we're glad you're here, Carrie. You can't be late to something that's not planned. You're only late if somebody plans something. So you're not late at all. All right, so here's our 4 pieces. I'm missing one. There we go. 4 pieces. Let's make this card. I'm going to scoop this over. Maybe y'all can still see it a little bit. No, doesn't look like it, so I'm just going to move it out of the way. I'm going to grab a card base. That's kind of funky, right? Oh, and I have 2 of them. Let's go with that. Well, why not? So I keep card bases just off to the side of my desk here, and I have colors, but mostly they're all just white ones. Yeah, so that's where I was pulling that from. All right, so it goes something like this. Now this piece is not as wide as it was supposed to be, but that's okay. This one's actually following the sketch. All right, now I think these would also look really good if they were matted. We're not gonna go there today. Yeah, I like this. What do y'all think? I think it's gonna need definitely like a sentiment, like I feel like it needs a circle. All these rectangles are making me want a circle. All right, I brought out a box. I wanted to show y'all one thing that I do with my scraps, since this is about scraps here. Sometimes I take my scraps and I just start punching things or cutting things out, and then I label it in these little plastic bags. So I brought these out today because I didn't want to do a whole bunch of die cutting in a live. But I feel like I need a circle. Let's see what I got here. Big white ones for some reason. All right. That might be too big. That kind of works. So these are completely random. I told myself I have to work through this box of scraps, and it's like a use it or lose it situation. Use it or lose it. I might just send it to someone on my happy mail list. If y'all haven't yet, okay, now that I have a website, bittypenny.com, you can just send me your mailing address if you want me to have it for Happy Mail. Just so you know, I retain it. I keep it because I send you Happy Mail more than once. So if you want to be on my Happy Mail list, you can do the Contact Us page. Just know that nobody else sees that website except for me. I'm the only person with, I made the website. I have the credentials to log in. Nobody else does, not even my sweet hubby. It's completely private. I won't sell your information because I'm not a beast. And so you can always contact me there. I've had people contact me there for me to add them to my prayer list. So if you need someone to pray for you, you can send me an email. You don't have to tell me what's going on, or you can. And I'll just pray for you. I have a list of people that I pray for, and I'll add you. Or you can send me your mailing address, and when I'm sending out cards, I'll send you a card. Well, that's kind of fun. Let's see. I need something I can stamp a sentiment on that says like Merry Christmas or something. That's not going to work for me. Okay. All right. Let's see. I wish I had some Christmas ephemera. But I don't think, I haven't gotten my Christmas box down yet. So I don't think I do. I think I'm going to leave the circles for later. Let's just put these cards together. Thanks, Carrie. It's so much fun just playing around, using up paper so it doesn't sit at my feet anymore. I keep my box of scrap paper down underneath my desk at my feet. Not to be forgotten. Don't worry, it's contained. It doesn't have any foot juice on it or anything. Not that my feet are juicy. Oh gosh, that doesn't paint the right picture, but you know what I mean. All right. Just put that there. How do y'all put your glue on? Do you scribble it on? I scribble, obviously. Carrie Rhodes puts hers on with hearts. Are y'all real precise? Do y'all like go edge to edge? How do y'all glue stuff down? Inquiring minds want to know. I obviously give it a good scribble and call it a day. All right, so I really can't leave these unfinished now that I think about it, because I have a box of unfinished cards. Why? For moments like these, using sketches, busting through scraps, and then not finishing them. You're a glue scribbler too? Yes. No, I do not have that. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. My husband has said that his feet, you know, he's had like 100-year-old feet his whole life. Oh boy. There we go. Yeah, so having incomplete cards is really not a good idea for me, because I'll tell myself I'll go back. Oh, that's a good idea. Fussy cutting out the house and putting it in the circle. I like that idea for sure. So yeah, I tell myself I'm going to go back and finish up these cards. You know, they just need this or they just need that. Okay, so I'll put them in my card box for later. Well, guess who does not go back and touch them? I just keep moving the card box around the craft room. because that makes it feel more organized if you move it to a new location. Oh gosh, now I'm getting glue where I don't want it. Okay. All right, let's revisit the circles. I kind of like the big one. I wonder if I have two brown ones. So this year I had set kind of a goal for myself to do the insides of my cards, because for years I made cards and didn't touch the inside of them. And now I have a goal for 2021 for myself. I want to start doing more with the envelopes. That's my goal in 2021, is to think about the envelopes. At least think about them. Because currently I do not give them thought at all until I go to send something and I'm like, oh, this envelope's lame. Especially when I get Happy Mail and y'all go like the full 9 yards decorating my envelopes, and they're amazing and I love them and they make me happy the moment they touch my hands. And so my inspiration comes from you guys when y'all send me these awesome envelopes, because the smile starts at the post office. I get excited at the post office with the envelope in my hand. Now I get excited no matter what, because I just love getting y'all's cards, but like when you have a cool envelope, the joy starts right away. So yeah, I want to give my envelopes more of an opportunity. Envelopes need love too. That's right, Carrie. They sure do. And I have neglected them my entire card making career. It's not a career. I don't make any money, but you know what I mean. All right. Yay. I got this recently as a free gift from Jamie. Not too shabby. Thanks, Jamie. Jamie's site is down right now, you guys, from technical difficulties with a server, I think. And I just feel for her. It's so terrible. So, sorry, Jamie. Thinking of you. But anyways, when you spend a certain amount with Jamie, you get free gifts. This awesome set was a Scrapping for Less one. It was a free gift. I'm going to pull out this and see how it goes. I know craft cardstock is thirsty, so we'll see how this goes. I might end up having to emboss it. Let's see. I don't want to, though. Yeah, Carrie, totally. Hey there, Craft Roulette. Hey, Mary. I was just talking about Craft Roulette earlier. Jamie's here. She's working on her submission right now. Heather's got hers worked out. So, yeah, people are working on their submissions for this week. It was so fun watching you ladies last night. It's fun every single week. I've never left Craft Roulette and been like, well, that was a total bummer. I always leave. Ooh, I just recently re-inked this. So I did my monthly maintenance, you guys. Have y'all seen my monthly maintenance? So once a month I have a checklist, and I restock, like I refilled my glue bottle. See, that's why it's oozing out. I did my monthly checklist this morning. I re-inked my black ink pad, so it's super juicy. But yeah, I did my monthly checklist this morning. So I have a video here on my channel about it. I did it just for discipline, because I could use some discipline. No, I never do. I love it so much. Bye, Pam. I'll see you later. Um, anyways, so yeah, no. Craft roulette, I mean, it's my Friday hot date. I don't even cook dinner anymore. I used to like I used to cook dinner on Friday nights during craft roulette and watch. But like the last month or so, I've just relinquished that part of my Friday nights. Ooh, that's pretty cool. And it's like offset. And so now it's just a well known and accepted fact in this household that if it's Friday night, we're going to get some takeout, and mom's going to be with watching Mary and whoever her guests are. Which I can't wait. Me and Crafty Al and Helen over at Crafty Mama Diaries are going to be on October 8th. That is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. But I love it, Mary. You've been having all kinds of new guests, lots of people that I've watched and admired for years, and I love all the diversity and that everybody gets a chance to come on and play. So I just think that's wonderful, and I love it. Okay, I'm really trying not to contaminate. We're going to see how this goes. This ink pad. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. All right. The stamp doesn't look clean, but it is. Pick up some more of that. Let's do another offset. It sure is. I have a countdown, Mary, for my episode on my website, my newly built website, bittypenny.com. Down at the bottom, I put a countdown for craft roulette on it for when we're going to be on it. It's kind of fun. I like to check it. I'd be like, yeah, it's coming. Countdowns are fun. All right. Yeah. It was a feature I could add, so I was like, sure, I have something to count down to, so I'm going to use it. All right, you guys, let's finish up these two. Giving these scraps a new life here. Oh, thanks. I'm just going through my scrap box, and I decided I would use some sketches. I don't use them often. Of course, I always use the sheet load, but that's like the only one I ever use. So I'm just trying to bust through some scraps and use some sketches this morning. All right, let's get away from Christmas. 2 Christmas cards is enough for now. Let's jump back in. We've done butterflies. So we've done butterflies and we've done Christmas. Let's just let the paper speak to us, shall we? I have this big old pile here. Let's see. No more Christmas. Oh, ginger snaps. That's cool. Yeah. All right. Ooh, this is cool paper. This is from Happy Mail. I love this paper. We need to use this. It's kind of like mulberry paper, but it's not. And it has foiling accents. Okay, so letting the paper speak to us. We're going to use that one. Let's see what else strikes. It might be kind of fun to put it with like a animal print. It is pretty with the gold. Hey, Janine, how are you? Okay, let's see. I think this is really pretty too. Those 3 could be nice together. Let's see. I'm going to revert back to a sketch. All right. And let's do this one. Let's see. I need roughly like, what, 3 3 patterns and a circle. Let's see here. Ooh, this one's fun. This is also from the same Happy Mail from Mary S. Okay, we might use that. All right, I've got some old banners here from a card kit. We'll see about that. See, I mean, you guys, if I just keep doing this all day, I'll probably still have almost this much paper on my desk. Like, scraps are just never ending. Okay, let's go with that. Oh, here's a little more pink and gold. This is going to be a very pink card, it looks like. Here, let's pull this one out just for interest. All right, I'll stop pulling out paper now. All right, so the sketch says to do it like this. These are the sizes. It looks like all it's giving us detail for are this A, B, and C. However, I want to do a little more than that. I kind of want my whole side here to be covered, kind of like how they did. I would rather that be the case. So let's play around. We're also going to make this a 5x7. So I'm just going to reference this not for measurements, but for its overall look. And we're going to make a 5x7 card because, like I said earlier, it's easier to use up your scraps when you make a bigger card. All right, let's go for this. All righty. Let's see what we got here. So the only thing going on with this paper is that it's horizontal. Right, so let's see, how wide is it? It's only 4. All right, let's cut it off at 6 3/4. Well, if it's 4 and we go 5, then we need to go 6. Okay, this is how my brain works. Nope, I'm gonna go 7. That's right. I know, and I make many albums. I know, Mary. I'm a total contradiction to myself. But in using scraps, right? No, I'm totally, most definitely enjoying 5x7 cards right now. Just in general, just having more space to play with is fun. Mary, when is y'all's next scrapbooking game night? When do you do that? Do you do that on a certain day each month? I don't know. I'm out of the loop on that. And I could be in the loop if I just paid closer attention. The last Saturday of the month. Okay. Well, there's no reason why this can't be smaller than the brick. It most certainly can. All right, guys, I might have abandoned our sketch already. See, this is what happens with me trying to follow the rules or somebody's sketch is I quickly stop following the rules and do my own thing. It's my chemical makeup. I have accepted it. Rules are hard. And I think I heard one time that they were made to be broken. So I've gone with it. Okay. Maybe I should have titled this like Scraps, Breaking the Rules in Card Making. Featuring your favorite sketches. All right, let's go with something like that because why not? And so this piece of paper only has one straight edge that I'm working with here. It looks like this one's straight, all the others are not. And I kind of like that torn edge. So I might end up tearing the paper again. Yay, now we have 2 straight edges. All right. Yeah, and now I'm going to tear it again. No rules in art. That's right. I love that, Messy Missy, and welcome. And hey, Cordelia. Sketches are for inspiration. That's right. It inspired me to come on live with you guys. I'm so glad y'all are all here. Okay. So I kind of really like this one, like fitting and tucking in there. Okay. Now the next thing is that I feel like this needs more of a focal point here. I did bring out my ephemera box. What I'm thinking about, maybe putting this little happy little tree right there. We'll see, we'll see. This is, I colored up my digital. So if you guys didn't know, I drew my first digital and put it in my Etsy shop, and I was just coloring along the other night and playing with it. Let's see. But that little tree is not working for me. Ooh, these are fun. These are from Michael's years ago. But as a hoarder, I still have them. So this is what I do, you guys. When I have a bunch of Fiesta, like there's no mañana. Yes. When I have a bunch of scraps and I just start playing like this, then I always get my ephemera out. And this is how I do it. This is just how I make cards. And that's kind of fun. I think we're going to have a Sacred Heart on this card. I love Southwest stuff, so it's very fitting that I live in Central Texas. Okay. Let's get a 5x7 card base. I want to see what this looks like on the card base. I think this will be the last card I make with you guys today. I know it's Saturday. You probably have other plans, especially since I never plan a live. It's always just flying by the seat of my pants over here. Okay. So let's just see. Oh, thanks, Heather. I got it out preemptively, right? Because I know how I am. And once I start playing with my scraps, I want ephemera. So preemptively, I was like getting ready to go live. And I pulled out my ephemera. Okay. It's going to work. Don't overthink it. Just have fun. Well, that's a great quote, Missy. I like it a lot. I'm going to have to remember that one. Now, you guys. Absolutely, Mary. Kisses to Kerwin, that frisky kitty. So you guys, in the beginning, in case you don't go back and watch, which I understand, I was talking about how I'm going to start drawing again, and I'm going to try to draw butterflies throughout the next year and be on a path to more self-discovery, because I had heard that if you draw the same image for a year, like, and when I say the same image, I mean the same, like a butterfly, a cow, a pig, whatever, but you just draw that one thing, like, for a year, then you can be, it can help you set out on a path of self-discovery of your style. And so I chose a butterfly because, and I'm lumping dragonflies in there too because I really love dragonflies. I love butterflies too. I love them both. But I felt like that was something I could draw for the next year and not be bored. Right? And that the possibilities would be so vast. Okay, because this paper is not really paper like what we think of paper. It's not cardstock. I don't know what it is. I think it might be mulberry paper, but I'm not sure. Whoa. I'm not going to put wet glue on that. Anyways, I'm excited about it, and I'm also kind of excited because it's like, I'm just thinking like in a year from now, I'll be able to hopefully be even better. Yeah, that sounds right, Mary. I couldn't remember who it was, but I just watched a video of a guy on his patio, and he was talking about like how he asked his mentor, or someone, you know, an artist that he really admired, how he found his style, and he told him to draw the same thing for every day for a year. And he did it, and it worked. And if it works for him, it has to work for me, right? No, but it makes sense to my brain. And there's no way in the world I would ever do the same thing every day for 365 days a year, because I'm not that disciplined, unless it involves eating chocolate. That is the only thing I can seem to do every day for a whole year, is eat chocolate. But I'm going to try to draw a butterfly regularly throughout the next year. There's that one. So that's the plan. And dragonflies are invited into my journey. But yeah, maybe he was a tattoo artist from Australia. It randomly popped up, and I bought into it. Hook, line, and sinker. I'm going for it. Oh, thanks, Missy. It was fun. Basically, they were born out of, I do the No Dies No Problem series on my channel, and the last couple of times I've had people comment like, I'd like to make those, but I don't even feel like I can draw those basic shapes. So this time I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take my templates and my drawings that I've done here, and I'm going to just turn it into a digital. And so that's why I did that. And to help some people out if they wanted. So this is what we made here today, you guys. I think we have, it's kind of nice. Like these two are virtually identical for the most part, except for I was using a scrap. And they're cute and they're fun. These will definitely go in my nursing home Christmas card stack. So for Christmas cards, I make some for the nursing home, I make some for the church, I make them for friends and family. So I definitely like to use like sketches and different things so I can like mass produce for the nursing home and for the church. And then, you know, friends and family get a little more one-on-one kind of, one of a kind kind of stuff. All right, and then these are my favorites. My favorites where I didn't follow the sketch and I just played and had fun. But I appreciate those as well. So most of all, I got to hang out with you guys, which is the absolute best part of it all. I am going to sign off here pretty soon. Hey, Catherine. And I'm going to try to knock out some more of these. I might share some on my Instagram later on, not today, but later on in my life. Is about the best way I could narrow that down for you guys. But play with your scraps, just have fun, follow a sketch. Like, a sketch is a big relief to, I know a lot of people like really enjoy it, and I see a lot of value in sketches, and I love sketches, don't get me wrong, but for me, I have to just play. So either way works. Play, it's all play, right? Follow a sketch, don't follow a sketch, but use up your scraps. These pieces of paper, I promise you, even if I sit here the rest of the day with these pieces of paper, I bet I could make 50 cards. There's at least 50 to 100 cards just sitting there in your scraps. I guarantee it. I'm so glad I got to spend this time with you guys. Thanks for engaging with me in the live chat. It's always so much more fun hanging out with y'all, and having that engagement and the sharing. If you want to be on my Happy Mail list, go over to bittypenny.com, do the contact us. You can share your name and mailing address. Just know I will be putting it like in my Rolodex, and I actually have a Rolodex that I will put you in, and then I will send you cards regularly, somewhat. Um, and so it is information that I retain, but I don't sell it. I would never do that. Like I said before, I'm not a monster. And nobody else can see it but me. But yeah, so if you want to be on my Happy Mail list, go over there. Um, Otherwise, just craft and have some fun. Have a beautiful weekend. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, so I guess I better sign off. You guys, I appreciate y'all so much. And this next week, come check me out with Debbie J. And have an awesome weekend. I'll catch you next time. Bye.